Hey everybody, how's it going? It's a Daily Shooter, and today I've got a holster review for you. I haven't done one of these in quite a while, but I have a couple holsters here from We the People holsters, so that's what we're going to be taking a look at today. Let's get started. This video is brought to you by Hits Arms and the Hits Arms Laser Training Bullet. Train in the comfort of your own home without wasting costly and hard to find ammunition. This laser training bullet is the best I've used, with nickel plating, a cutout on the head stamp for both single and double action, and a precise laser available in a multitude of calibers. With a soft rubber striking surface, practice safely without damage to your firearm. Become a better shooter with the Hits Arms Laser Training Bullet. Also, Hits Arms Laser Training Bullets come with free laser engraving. Just leave a comment in the comments box at checkout, and they will customize yours for you. Check out my website for more information, link down below, and don't forget to use the discount code DailyShooter. Again, that's DailyShooter for 15% off. Now, over the past couple years, I've kind of stayed away from doing holster reviews, and that's because there were just so many different companies out there putting out Kydex or leather or hybrid that it really seemed like the market was just too saturated and it was just another holster. Well, a lot of those smaller holster companies have kind of come and gone, right? They put one or two products out there, maybe made a couple different prints, and then they just started to disappear. And that might have been because the market was saturated. But there was a couple good companies that hung around. One of those companies is We the People holsters. Now, the reason I decided to do this review is because I see these guys everywhere, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. I mean, all across social media, and they have some pretty cool products. So I decided to take a look at a couple here and tell you guys what I think about them. They are really nice Kydex holsters. They're very well thought out, very well designed. They fit great, and they do exactly what they're supposed to do, because I have three things that a holster has to do to even qualify as a holster before I'll even use it. So let's go ahead and talk about those things, and we'll go over some of the details and what you guys are looking at here. Now, over the past 8 years, I've probably reviewed 50 different types of holsters, and some of them have failed, some of them have been a success. The ones that failed my three criteria, which to me is just ridiculous because it's the three most basic criteria for making a good holster. Number one, it's got to protect the trigger, which means it has to cover that trigger guard. It cannot allow something to get into that trigger guard and possibly cause some type of discharge, and you're going to be responsible for that if you're out in public. So not only is it a danger to yourself, but it's a danger to everybody around you. So it has to protect that trigger. Number two, it has to have good retention. I can't tell you how many holsters I've reviewed in the past where you put something inside of it, and even when it's properly tightened down, it still pops in and out. When I sit down or I get into a vehicle or something like that, you feel that it's come out just enough where if I make the right movement, it's going to slide out completely. Totally unacceptable. And three, it has to fit what it's made for. It has to be something specific. I don't like universal holsters. I don't like anything that it says it'll fit 19 different models of pistol. I don't like anything like that. I want something that is specific to the pistol that I'm using, something that has good retention and protects the trigger. If it does those things, then we're good to move forward. This right here is a We the People SIG 365 holster. Now you can see it's the American flag. That's the one that I ordered. They have like 100 different patterns. I'm probably exaggerating, but they have a lot of different patterns to choose from for men, for women. They have, your standard colors, like, your blacks and your flat dark earths and stuff like that. So they have basic colors, they have patterns, they have all sorts of stuff to choose from. And one of the things that really got me when I was over at their website is they have one for just about everything and every combination. What I mean by combination is when you go and you click, it says select the model, and you click it, it has the biggest drop-down menu that I've ever seen on a website that you can scroll down. And then for each one of those that you would choose from, each pistol you choose from, there's a subcategory for which flashlight that you would like that to be accompanied with, right? So if you have something, you want to leave it plain, like this 365 right here, does not have a flashlight on it, right? Fits just fine. But if you want a 365 with a flashlight, then you would select that, and they had it. So they have a lot of cool patterns. They have a lot of different models and different things that you could choose from, and they're really nice holsters. And immediately when I first got it, I realized, well, it definitely fits my three criteria, so let's take it out and use it for a bit. Now, adding weight to your EDC, if you're somebody who's looking to lighten things up, can be kind of an issue too. So real quick before we go, let me just go ahead and see what these things weigh. So here's the one for the 365, and it weighs 2.5 ounces. So with the pocket clip and everything, you're only adding 2.5 total ounces to your setup. This one right here, 2.6 ounces. So 2.6 ounces for the one with the shield. That's not really bad. And it's only, it's a 0.08 inch thickness on the holster. So it's fairly thin and doesn't really add too much to your entire carry setup. Now, I got two different holsters from We the People. I have this one right here, the American flag for the 365. When you get it, it comes in this nice bag right here. You know, it says We the People holster on it. I also got a sticker with mine, which I thought was pretty cool. And then this one right here is my second one. This one is for the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield, and it's in their new Realtree pattern. Now, obviously, when it comes to an inside the waistband holster, which both of these are, inside the waistband holster doesn't really matter what the pattern is, but it's for you, right? It's to personalize it to what you like. So we have an inside the waistband holster in Realtree right here, which I just thought was kind of neat. Now, when it comes to inside or outside the waistband, they have both over there. And again, they have a bunch of different options. Now, as always, I like to be as transparent as possible. So I got contacted by somebody who is representing We the People, not necessarily the company directly, but somebody who was representing them. They just said, hey, do you want to try, a holster or two? And I said, sure, why not? I mean, I see you guys absolutely everywhere. So, might as well see what all the hype is about. And so they let me pick a couple different holsters, and these are the two that I picked right here. As far as association with the company directly, I don't have an association with them directly. But nonetheless, I decided to try these out, and I've carried both of them, and I am really impressed. I carry from the moment that I wake up to the moment that I go to bed, and so these things are on me all the time. And I can tell you one of the things that I like here. One of my favorite things is this pocket clip. So it's got a really nice pocket clip. It's set up for a 1.5 inch belt, and it fits on there nice. It's not a slim pocket clip where with a slim pocket clip, what happens is you end up getting a little bit of cant forward or back because there's not enough space to kind of catch the holster, and so you'll find it kind of changing angles. With a nice wide pocket clip like this, it stays on my belt. I wear a Core Essentials EDC belt, and with this on my belt, it stays exactly where I want it. So it gets a really nice good grab. It has a nice hook at the bottom right there, so it's not going to accidentally come out. If you try and pull this thing out of the holster, it's not going to pull it off of your belt either. So the pocket clip's nice, and it's also very versatile because it has different angles that you can set up with it as well. So all you have to do is simply take out those two screws. There's two holes at the top right there, and you simply move the pocket clip left or right in order to get the angle that you want. So if you want it angled forward or angled back, you could do it right there. The other thing I want to show you guys is when it comes to protecting that trigger, it's 100%. It covers the trigger guard completely. Now it leaves it open. It's a clamshell design, so it leaves it open at the bottom right here, and that's how they're able to achieve retention. So it's clamshell design, and it completely covers my trigger, so I don't have to worry about anything getting in there, period. Another nice thing is they actually put a little bit of buildup of material over the mag release so that you're not going to accidentally release that magazine when you're carrying either. So when you carry, typically the magazine release is going to be on the left side, right? So whether you're going to be carrying this in the front or on the side or on the back, there's a pretty good chance if you're right-handed that mag release is going to be against the body. And so what they did is they kind of protected that from being accidentally pushed. So it's just a little addition there. Now, this one does not have a sweat guard on it. It just goes up nearly towards the top. But what I really like is with the clamshell design and no extra material towards the bottom, I can get a complete grip on it when I reach down without having to worry about any holster impeding. So I've had holsters in the past where they'll come out with a clip right here or some other design that has the material kind of build up out in front of the grip. And so when you're bringing your hand down, right, you got your finger out like that, you're bringing your hand to grab it. Sometimes your fingers would actually hit the holster before you would, get the grip on it right there. So this leaves it completely open. So when I'm reaching down, there's absolutely nothing in the way except for my pants and my belt maybe, nothing else gets in the way from me being able to draw this thing. So I really like the design. It's really well made. It fits good. And it also has a notch on the top that will allow for suppressor height sights. So if you're somebody who either got it with suppressor height sights or you've added those since and you're having a hard time finding a holster where those really tall sights will still fit in, this one right here will still fit in, and those sights will fit in there just fine. Listen, we love our dogs. They're more than just our friends and companions. They're family, so treat them like family and give them all-natural Maxi Squad chews and treats. With no added hormones, no antibiotics, and no other harmful ingredients, Maxi Squad treats are a perfect substitute to your dog chewing on your couch, table leg, or in my case, anything that'll fit in his mouth when I'm not looking. Use discount code DailyShooter15 at checkout. That's DailyShooter15 and save yourself 15% off. Link below. Now, the holster that fits the Shield, in case you already have a We the People holster, you're just, watching this video, the one for the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield will also fit the Shield 9 Plus. Now, I don't have the standard size 9 Plus. I have the Performance Center, which is the same grip, essentially, just a longer slide, right? And that fits in there just fine. So I can put a Shield, I can put a Shield 2.0, I can put a Shield 9 Plus in this same holster, and it's going to work just fine. So retention is still good. The only problem is with the long slide, obviously, you're going to have about a ½ inch sticking out of the end of the holster. So they make one specifically for that. You can get holsters that are made for the Shield Plus. You can get them made for the 1.0. But from what I've noticed, it seems to work just fine between the two different holsters. So really nice quality. Everything looks really good. It's very nice and smoothly done. So when they take the holster and they make the holster and they're kind of finishing everything up, usually they'll take a sander. Is to my knowledge, that's what they do, is they take it to a sander and they kind of smooth up some of the rough edges, because when you get Kydex on its own, it's obviously squared off around the edges, right? Well, this right here has been nicely rounded. There's no sharp edges anywhere. The craftsmanship looks good. It's an American company, so you're getting a good American-made holster, and it seems like it's great quality. So it's definitely something that I would recommend. Sometimes I hear the people say, a holster is a holster, right? And I always argue with that, because I hate people saying a holster is a holster. A holster is not just a holster. One holster that I find here, I can't tell you how many holsters I have in a drawer that I've bought that I ended up not liking, and they just sit there in a drawer now. I have an entire huge drawer that's full of holsters that I don't like. And so a holster is not a holster. Finding a good holster that actually works and does what you want it to do, that's kind of the key. And that's really why I agreed to do this review. It's not like I needed another holster. It's not like I needed to do this review. It's not going to be monetized anyway. I guarantee that. So for me, it was really just kind of trying one out, seeing what the hype was, and then coming to you guys with my report. And my report are, We the People holsters definitely stand up to what we're seeing, online. If they say they're great holsters, you don't know unless you try it. Well, I tried it, and I think they are absolutely great holsters. I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but the adjustable retention is going to be on this screw right here. There's a little rubber grommet in between the clamshell there. Simply tighten that down. That'll adjust your tension and allow you for a tighter or a looser fit. So again, We the People holsters are very nice holsters. Now, another thing I thought was kind of interesting was, they also wanted me to try out their new product, which has nothing to do with firearms whatsoever. But I said, of course, because I love bacon. And so they sent me this stuff right here. And this is actually We the People jerky. So they have We the People holsters, and now they have We the People jerky, but it's bacon jerky. And so, yeah, 100% I wanted to try that bacon jerky, and it's freaking so good. Western barbecue seasoned. This is the only one that I have not tried yet. Old-fashioned maple. This stuff is freaking awesome. It's jerky bacon. There's pretty much no way to go wrong there. And then they also sent me some applewood smoked flavor. Tried that. This one's okay. My wife likes this one more. And then my wife's favorite, the one that I cannot handle because I'm mostly Scottish descent, so we can't handle things with heat, but this is sriracha flavored bacon jerky. I gotta tell you, this stuff, even though I didn't know how to add this, to a review. They just said if I wanted to try it. Actually, as a matter of fact, they didn't even say to put it in the review. So, I was just on me to show you guys. But yeah, We the People jerky, bacon jerky. This stuff's pretty good too. I know it kind of sounds like a commercial. I don't really care. I didn't have to show you guys this, but it's bacon and it's jerky. It's awesome.